Hi, everybody. I wanted to share my COVID story with you. My name is Christina Villarreal Mata. I was born and raised here in Mount Pleasant, Texas. A lot of you know where I work. A lot of you may know my family. We've been here a long time. A lot of you know my mom. A lot of y'all know my brother. I wanted to share my story because I want to tell you how important it is to wear a mask. I'm not telling you what to do, but hopefully you hearing my story may change your mind. It started several days before we actually went on vacation, and I have asthma, so I was just like, it's my asthma stuff. I'll take my inhalers, take medicine, start all that stuff. Same old, same old. We're on vacation. I never lost my sense of smell or taste. I had a low-grade fever of 100 for like 2 days. That was it. All the other stuff was my asthma stuff. It was, I was coughing a little bit, but I was wheezing. And of course the nasal congestion, the runny nose stuff. But that was it. Nothing else different. While we were on vacation, I couldn't breathe. My inhalers weren't really working too good. But I'm still over here, it's not COVID. It is not COVID. It's not COVID. It's my asthma. It's my asthma. So, Friday morning, July 31st, 2020. I wake up early that morning and I tell my husband, I can't breathe. I don't feel good. We need to go. Okay. So, we haul tail back to Mount Pleasant. And we go to TRMC. And only issue I was having was just, having a hard time breathing, catching my breath. I figured it was just my asthma, Maybe I went from bronchitis to pneumonia. TRMC was wonderful. So I was taking a triage and checked my vitals, and blood pressure's okay. No temperature. She checks my oxygen and I'm at 77%. I wasn't moving in the air. So she wheels me to the COVID area and I'm like, it is not COVID. It's not COVID. They do the test. Well, sure enough, it was COVID. I was wrong. So, okay. I tell my husband. I tell my mom. I tell my brother. I'm messaging. My phone's going off. Tell my supervisor, hey, this is going on. Well, after all that was kind of a blur. I took a picture while I was put on oxygen. I don't even remember taking the picture. After that, I don't remember anything. I was put on a vent, and I was airlifted to LSU. I stayed at LSU for 3.5 weeks, sedated, on a vent, ECMO. I coded 3 times. I had a seizure. After the 3rd code, my family was called in. They were told that I probably wasn't going to make it, and if I did, I wouldn't be the same. They said if I coded again, I wouldn't survive, or I'd be in a cognitive state. I remember hearing my husband scream at me, my mom scream at me, my brother screaming at me to fight, and that they loved me, and that they needed me. I was fighting for my life for 3.5 weeks. I had so many antibiotics, so many. I had to have a blood transfusion. I had to have, I don't know what, I don't even know. 3.5 weeks I was out. 3.5 weeks of my life that I lost. And all that, not knowing that my family was hurting and suffering also. My mom was hospitalized. My brother was hospitalized. We were all in the hospital at the same time. It was hard. I woke up August 23rd. And I remember talking to my husband and asking about my kids. I have 3 kids. And it was so hard. So hard having to communicate with them through an iPad. Not being actually, physically able to see them or touch them or anything. It was hard. It was horrible. So, I wake up to a trach and I'm on oxygen and feeding tubes and IVs and all kinds of tubes coming out of me, and I'm, scary. It's hard. It was one of the hardest things. I was by myself. I think that was worse than, the physical part of it. I don't know. So then I was transferred to a rehab hospital where I spent 2 weeks there, and on September 13th, it was the day of my brother's service, and that's the day that I found out that he passed away. He had passed away on August 21st. He was in the hospital with COVID, but he was due to be released. So he was over the COVID part. He didn't die of COVID. It wasn't COVID. He had heart failure. He had a heart disease. My brother has a whole story of his own. September 18th, I got to come home. I have a daily reminder of why it's important to wear a mask. Why it's important to me. Why it's important for my kids. Why it's important for family to wear it. I took all the proper precautions. I wore my mask, got hand sanitizer, carried Lysol. I do all kinds of stuff. My kids get tired of it. But you know what? I didn't want COVID. And I hate to say it, but it's inevitable. No matter how hard you try. Either you're going to get it or somebody you know very close is going to get it. And if it's that bad to where you lose somebody, then I hope this opens your eyes. I have a constant reminder. My scars from my trach. The scar on my face from the prone position that I was left in for 3.5 weeks. My body went through a total shock. So it's one day at a time. One day at a time. Wear a mask. Get a cute one. I got a cute one. It's not hard. This helps a lot. It might save you a lot of heartache. I always joke around and I tell my friends that it took God to tell me 3 times. 3 times, because I coded 3 times. He said, girl, I don't want you yet. Not yet. It's not your time. So I'm still here. I am still here. And I guess I'm a lucky one. I don't know. Just wear a mask.